What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Monday, November 17th, 2025. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, any of the plays that I love on Monday's card, make sure you head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Experts tab at the top of the page. For me, I got an NBA big play on the board, got a college basketball big play. I also got 3 packs from each of those sports, as well as long-term plays for the NHL for people with the long-term passes, showing profit in the NBA and NHL this season. You're not going to want to miss out on my Monday card, so definitely make sure that you check that out. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout. Get yourself 15% off your purchase. We've also got our Inner Circle VIP services. I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about it on some of our recent individual videos and some of the recent wraparounds. Basically what it is, a one-on-one concierge style service. If you make bigger bets, you have bigger bankrolls, it's for people that are looking to take their betting to the next level. Now you can call or text the number that's on the screen, but just remember, if you do reach out, this is our most expensive premium product, so just keep that in mind. But again, if you find that it's right for you, I've heard a lot of people already say that they love it. You know, great feedback about it, so make sure that you check that out. But we're here to talk about a 6-game NHL card on Monday. Ready to start the weekend style, ready to make some ice cold hard cash. Let's not waste any more time. You guys know the drill. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game comes to us from the KeyBank Center, where the Buffalo Sabres take on the Edmonton Oilers. And I went back and forth on this one because, you know, the Buffalo Sabres have been a lot better at home this season. You know, you kind of left going back and forth between the Edmonton Oilers. Will they show up? Will they not show up? But they're only hitting about 33% on the road this season. But at the end of the day, I still feel like the Edmonton Oilers are the better team in this matchup. Now, they have needed extra time in a lot of their recent games. 6 of their last 9 games have gone past 60 minutes. The problem is, I don't think Buffalo is on par with the Edmonton Oilers in this game. They did just snap a 5-game losing streak with a win in Detroit. But I think that win over Detroit was more about Detroit blowing that game than it was about Buffalo actually going out and winning it. I think that the Edmonton Oilers are still the better team until they prove otherwise that they are not. I still got to roll with them here. I'm going to lean towards the Oilers on the money line in this one. Now we're going to the Emirates Bank Arena for this game between the Florida Panthers and the Vancouver Canucks. And there were some people that were asking why sometimes the wraparound comes out as late as it does. And mainly it's because I want to make sure that I'm getting you guys the most up-to-date information. And for me, that involves checking goaltending reports and making sure that we get the most up-to-date information, because Thatcher Demko's out for Vancouver. Kevin Lankinen started the first half of the back-to-back on Sunday. So now I got to try to figure out who the other goalie is going to be for Vancouver. It looks like it's going to be Jiri Patera, former Vegas Golden Knights goaltender. If that's the case, I do like the over in this game. I think that Florida is going to be able to score a fair number of goals in this one. But I also like what Vancouver has done in some of their recent games as well. The Florida Panthers, for me, are just not a team that I want to be laying minus 285 with, even at home, where they have been at their best this season. They're coming off of a back-to-back as well, taking on they're coming off of a game against the Tampa Bay Lightning on Saturday as well, a near back-to-back. They did have a day off in between. But, Sergei Bobrovsky hasn't necessarily been as sharp in some of his recent games. You know, the Florida Panthers do have an interesting matchup against New Jersey on the horizon, so maybe they have one eye on that. But either way, I'm rolling with the over in what I feel is going to be a higher scoring game than maybe you'd expect. Now we're going to this game between the Bruins and the Hurricanes from the TD Garden. And, another game where I like the over. I like the over 6.5 in this one. I just feel like this is going to be a high-scoring game between two teams that are playing some really good hockey right now. The Boston Bruins, they've been able to keep the defense up. A lot of their recent wins have been when they've held teams to 3 goals or less. Each of their last 8 wins over this 8-1 stretch in their last 9 games have come where they've given up 3 goals or less. So maybe you think, if Carolina's going to score more than that, then maybe they win this game. But I still think Boston can pot a few. I mean, Boston's been scoring 5 goals, 4 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals in half of those games that I just mentioned. Carolina, on the other hand, they've been playing in a bunch of high-scoring games. They're 5-1 to the over in their last 6. as much as I like the goaltending on both sides, I do like the offense for both sides as well. So I'm going to go with the over and what I end up seeing being a 4-3 kind of game. Now we're going to the Capital One Arena for this game between the Washington Capitals and the Los Angeles Kings. And for me, this game just boils down to the fact you have two teams headed in different directions in this game. You have the Washington Capitals, who are still a solid team on paper, but they've been losing games left and right. They've dropped 8 of their last 10, while the LA Kings are still a team that I have concerns about season long in terms of defensive and goaltending regression from last year. But I'd be remiss if I just ignored what this team has done on the road this season, where they're 9-1-2 away from the Crypto.com arena this season, and they've been killing it on this East Coast road trip so far. 4-0 so far. They've allowed a combined 6 goals over those 4 games. And this is a team that's been just winning road games left and right. I mean, they've won in their last 10 games. They've gone 6-0 on the road. So I'm going to roll with the Los Angeles Kings in this one. For me, the Washington Capitals, yeah, they're a better team than what they've shown, but again, they haven't shown it lately. So give me the Kings in this one. I'm going to take them on the money line. Now we're going to this matchup between the Blue Jackets and the Canadiens from the Nationwide Arena, and I'm leaning towards the Montreal Canadiens on the money line in this game. I just think that Montreal historically has owned this matchup. First of all, they've won 7 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams, but while Montreal's lost 3 in a row and 5 of their last 6, what's been alarming for me is that 4 of those 5 games have been at home. But this is actually a Montreal team that's been performing well on the road. They're still 5-2-1 away from home this season. Columbus, a 500 team at home. They've dropped 5 of their last 7 as well. So between these two teams, I feel like we're getting the better team at the better price, even though they're on the road, and still Montreal's had a tremendous amount of success away from the Bell Center this season. So I'm going to lean towards the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to lean towards them on the money line. The final game from Monday's card takes us to the Honda Center, where the Anaheim Ducks take on the Utah Mammoth. And I just feel like the Anaheim Ducks are undervalued at home in this spot. I just think that, Utah, don't get me wrong, this is a Utah team that's been playing some great defense this season, but they've dropped 4 of their last 5 games and 6 of their last 8. The bulk of those have actually been on the road. They've dropped 4 of their last 5 road games, and they're a sub 500 road team this season. The Anaheim Ducks, I still think, they've lost 3 in a row, but they lost those games on the road. They're 5-1 at home this season. But the thing for me with Anaheim is that I think that some people still have this stigma attached to the Anaheim Ducks, that they're the Anaheim Ducks of the last few seasons that have been really, just living at the bottom and in the basement of the Pacific Division, when that's just simply not the case. The Utah Mammoth are, like I said, a decent team, but the Anaheim Ducks were the most improved team in the NHL last season. And I think they can get the job done at home in this one. So give me the Anaheim Ducks in this one. I'm going to take them on the money line to round things out. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Monday, November 17th, 2025. Again, if you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can head to Pickdawgz Premium. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys.